So guys, it's been a while since we've been in the gym filming. I want to give you a bit of an update of where I'm at. We are, what's this, second to last week in November. I've got a training camp with the GB squad next week, which I'm really looking forward to. I haven't seen the guys in a long time, so it's going to be nice to get that buzz of training with those guys again and try some new skills, because I'm at a period where I'm not doing routines again. Today specifically is going to be about doing those new skills. So on the pommel I'm going to be working the Sohn, high bar, actually going to be letting go and doing some Cassinas again. So it's nice to be in that period, but training's been really hard recently. Motivation's been tough because I've got no competitions left for the rest of this year. I've got to wait a long time until I start competing next year, and my body's just feeling a bit worn out and a bit broken. I'm taking a week off following the GB camp next week, so I'm looking forward to that. I just basically want to finish the year off with a good camp next week and kind of like recharge the batteries so I can come back in fully focused, ready to start next year strong. I'm in an amazing place right now, and it'd be quite easy for me to, like I said, my body's hurting, I'm tired, I'm a bit fed up, motivation's hard. Andy's just retired and left and gone back to Ireland, so in the gym it's a bit lonely, it's a bit quiet like it is today. It'd be easy to kind of look at that and get down, but considering where I am, I haven't been healthy going into Christmas or winter training without a real injury in about 4 or 5 years, so that's really exciting for me, because historically I've always done my best in that first part of the year, so to go into it healthy is going to be big. So I'm going to make sure I'm not going to, overdo it and overtrain this next week and a half, but super excited, looking forward to doing some new skills today and just, yeah, showing you guys what I've been up to in the gym. Oh.
Between your legs, mate.
I've got really lost then. Last few weeks, I can tell I'm getting to that stage where I need a break. I've been struggling, just twisting when I don't want to twist, just because my brain's tired. Like, throw too much information at it for too long, just needs to have a complete break. So yeah, it's been frustrating trying to do double straights and just twisting and stuff. Normally I sort that out pretty quickly, but it's definitely because I'm just overtired. So yeah, it's not a nice feeling. I got lost a minute ago on trampoline. It's not a nice feeling. That was a perfect example of when I twisted and I didn't want to. Tell you what, I got a bit of sweat on in this 1 degree heat. And we were asking her questions about Christmas in Japan, and I was like, oh, what do you eat? Like, what's traditional to eat on Christmas Day? She was like, oh, KFC. And I was like looking at everyone else, and I was like, what, KFC? And she was like, yeah, KFC, like, you have to eat chicken wings on Christmas. And I was like, what do you mean? And then one of the guys was like, oh yeah, basically it was this guy who just came up with this genius marketing ad campaign like 50 years ago. And basically that's forced all the Japanese people to think that you have to eat chicken wings on Christmas. So KFC sells out like weeks in advance, and you have to book to get KFC on Christmas Day. I was like, oh my God, what a guy. Like, just genius. A genius stroke. But it's the weirdest thing, and she was saying that like in Japan they consider KFC to be like much better than all the other takeaways, like the leading takeaway. It's like posh. She basically said it's like posh takeaway. I was like, what? And I was like, what, is it the same character? Like, is it the Colonel? And she was like, yes, Colonel Sanders, yes. I was like, oh my God. She was properly like saying it's amazing, like you have to eat chicken wings on Christmas Day. And, like, we were just all gobsmacked. Did make some progress with this skill last week. It's just what's restricting me at the minute is my wrist, my elbow on that side. There's a lot of pressure going through it. But yeah. So I did half of the skill. I broke it down into 2 halves last week, which was a good step forward. We'll see, today's very cold. I've had a heavy week on pommel so far. Really racking up the amount of work I'm doing. I'm back to doing like 5 days of pommel a week. It's been a long time since I've been able to do that, and that's probably like minimum of like 30-minute sessions, so 5 30-minute sessions of pommel, which is a lot for me, which is good, but the body's just feeling it. starting to work out the kinks with this element a little bit. So I've worked out that if on the circle before I go for it, if I move my right hand to the front here, it's just easier to get that left hand in. Pick up them little tricks. But I feel like I've watched Pavel do it for like 12 months. So I feel like that's helped me because I've been watching him do it every week for a long period of time. So it's almost like training my mind to do it already because I'm seeing it every day. It's really hard when you've never seen a skill to just start it. That's why it's so good for them younger guys training with me with a lot of the skills that they're learning now. Like Kovac's on high bar, they can watch it every day. So they've already got, you know, they can do theirs and then they can see someone catch it and be like, okay, so my timing needs to be a bit like this, a bit like this. It's one thing that was very hard when my generation of gymnasts were first coming up. Because the difficulty level wasn't that high. A lot of the time when we were trying these skills, we had no one to watch on a daily basis doing them. That's an advantage that this new generation's got for sure. Especially with like social media and YouTube. When I was a kid, that wasn't a thing, so you couldn't just go on YouTube and be like, oh, this is how you do it, or this is the best guy in the world at doing a skill. You had to just rely on your coach and trial and error a lot more. Woo! That was it. That was the one. Oh, we're close there, Sam. Oh. Yes. So on high bar, we're getting back on the Cassina grind. Also, new hand guards, starting to use them. Sergey's done an absolute job on them, they're really, really good. I always enjoy it when I've got new hand guards again because the old ones, like these ones, are kind of on the last legs and I'm struggling to hold on. But I go on these ones and I don't even need to put my fingers around the bar, the grip's so good. So yeah, just building up that Cassina again, starting to do the reps. Looking at, I stepped it up to kind of twice a week now, which is exciting. So yeah, that's what we got today. Gonna put some over the bar, see if we're on the pad, check the timing and that kind of stuff. It's super cold, so I don't want to risk trying to catch today and hurt my shoulders. Mistake I've made in the past. So yeah, I just want to see what it's like, see what the timing is, see how it feels, and then next week at the GB camp, I think probably next Thursday, this time next week, if I'm feeling good, I'm going to try and catch. And it'll probably be, you know, it's the first time in about, I'm going to say, probably 18 months that I've been trying to catch Cassina, so it's a long time that I've waited to be able to be at this position. Yeah, it's a big skill, man. You'll be able to see today with how much I move the bar in comparison to my other releases where I do the tuck Kovac and Coleman with tuck legs. You can generate the rotation really fast by bending your legs, whereas with the Cassina, because you've got to kick with straight legs, it's much harder. So you can see that I pull the bar and use the bar much more. So that takes a lot more energy. Mind-boggling how much gymnastics I used to watch, man. Like my favourite competitions when I was younger that I'd watch, I'd know each judge from each country's execution score that he gave the person for that routine. If it was like, it's crazy, I always watch it that many times. It's just obsessed, man. I think you kind of have to be, you know. If there's something that you're passionate about, you've got to be obsessed.
Come on, Sam.
I've got 2 hands on. It's a lot of rotation, isn't it? So that was a really good session actually, considering how cold it is. It's like 1 degree outside, in the gym it's not much warmer. It's been a tough week. I've got a heavy session tomorrow. I had a heavy one yesterday, so just about getting in and trying to work on them new skills. High bar, Cassina's comment, needs more repetitions, but you know, I'm optimistic that next week I can really try and catch it. And I think that buzz of having everyone else there and the other guys is going to help me a lot. And on pommel, doing that Sohn, it's getting much better. It's hard with my wrist and my elbow, but it's getting closer. So again, that one, it's not far away. And then just on parallel bars, that front rise Diamadov, who we were talking about in the last new skills kind of episode, I need Sergey to support me with that one. And that's going to take a bit more time because it's been about 12 months since I've been able to even do the basic conditioning exercises that I need to be able to do before I even start thinking about that skill. So that's going to be a long one, but happy with where I'm at. I've got a big session tomorrow, like I said, trying to knock off them skills. I'm sitting at like 43 now out of 51. I really want to get 51 before I finish and take my week off. So that's the big target for the next week. Tomorrow I think I can tick off a couple. So yeah, good session. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode.